profit is the first X planned video. Good. Yeah, we took our first profit. But the full take profit was not taken. Alright, first take profit. Alright, now we wait for the next day's Asia session. Asia session, there was no breakout at all. That's why high and low liquid. It cleared the high and moved to the 4-hour. We look for a key level. Key level is open candle level. Resistance, and we move to the 1-hour. On the 1-hour resistance, it's an invalid zone. Invalid. Alright, we have the key level, open candle level. And of course, we wait for confirmation. The market didn't reach our key level, and we do not engage in any trading. And we wait for the next Asia session. Alright. Asia high and Asia low. Asia low. Liquidity. The Asian low, liquidity, and the Asian high are liquid. The reason is that there was no breakout before the market, before the start of the Asian session. And we need to pass the key level to enter a trade. We move to the higher time frame. Alright, support, support. We move to the 1-hour. On the 1-hour, the supports are invalid, invalid, invalid. Invalid, invalid, support. Invalid. Open candle level is invalid. Liquid, liquidity. If the market gives confirmation, we can enter the trade. We can trade up to the Asia high. If it doesn't give confirmation, we won't enter the trade. Okay. The breakout. The first breakout. But the second breakout didn't actually end up happening. Okay? First breakout. Oh, once again, no confirmation. Okay, first breakout. Second breakout. Inducement. And breakout. And key level order block. And we can enter the trade right here. Stop loss, valid low. First take profit, external liquidity. And full take profit, Asia high. Asia high. Alright, let's look at the first take profit. And we need to move everything to profit, meaning we need to move the stop loss to profit. After hitting the first take profit, I advise against opening trades here. The reason is a 1 to 3 risk reward. I think this is very low in my opinion. At the very least, you should trade with a 1 to 5 risk reward. Okay. Break even, break even. Alright then. Good. And we wait for the next session. Unfortunately, this did not result in any breakout. Peace be upon you. Zakiba level. My name is Aljiba. A different level. 15th channel. 1, 2, 3, and then the jack, the queen, the king, and the ace. Okay. resistance. And switching to a lower time frame, we need to look at these zones, meaning whether these zones worked previously or did not work, meaning if they are valid or invalid. Agent session, there wasn't any breakout before this. Agent low, agent high, liquid. Okay, key levels, order blocks. Okay, invalid and valid open candle levels and resistance. Okay, resistance. Resistance. Might not work. The reason is the resistance turned into an RBS zone, and here there is a reaction, meaning it closed with its shadow, not with its body. It's closed with its shadow, and the following candle is react, meaning we can also consider this invalid. High risk, high risk. In this, the order block's working percentage is considered low. We have an open candle level right here. Okay, open candle level invalid zones. These are also invalid, but these are inducement. These are all inducement. If the market gives confirmation, we enter a trade. Liquidity sweep. Breakout. And the second breakout. And inducement. We need to wait for it to sweep the inducement. Okay, inducement. Or valid order block. Valid order block. If it is moving in a valid order block, we need to wait for another breakout. Or if it happened to come after the inducement, we will wait for a single breakout confirmation right here at this very spot. No, there is no confirmation. Okay, breakout. Inducement. Inducement. All right. Sweep inducement, and we should wait for a breakout. Breakout. We should wait for a breakout. This wasn't a breakout, meaning fake breakout, fake breakout. The reason is shadow. The market is closing with its shadow. This candle, meaning this candle, is closing with its shadow. If the candle had closed with its full body, then it would have been a breakout. And we could have entered a trade without fear. Now, for a breakout to happen, we should wait for this candle to break. All right. Break out. And we have a key level valid order block. And here we enter a trade. Stop loss, valid I. First, take profit. External liquidity. And we hit full take profit at the Asian session low. All right. Stop loss. Good, good, good. We will take the stop loss as well, of course. All right. All right. All right. Good. We'll wait for the next session. If it hits stop loss once, we don't re-enter the trade. And we hit our stop loss, the market continued its path. Good. We wait for the next Asia session. Ugh. 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 Okay. Was there a breakout here or not? I can't understand. Was this a very impulsive move? I think there was a breakout here. There was a breakout. There was a breakout. And Asian high? Asian high. If it's the Asian high, we can enter from these 0-5 numbers. Or should it manage to break past the low point, we could then consider making an entry around the 0-5 price levels. Okay. The Asian low pressure. And we draw a FIBO. FIBO, there is an inducement in the 0.5 and 0.25 zones. In other words, this is liquid inducement. Of course, after clearing the inducement, we can enter the trade. Okay. Inducement. And on the 1 minute time frame, we should wait for a confirmation. The breakout. And the second breakout in inducement. And here, there was no confirmation for the market. There was no confirmation for us to enter the market. Okay. Breakout. There was no confirmation here either. Okay, breakout. And the second breakout. Inducement and a valid order block. Inducement. And there was no breakout here. This inducement is a valid order block. Okay. Valid order block. There is an inducement too, and in this case, we need to wait for a single confirmation. And the first confirmation. Breakout, key level, and order block. Order block. And this is exactly where we enter the trade. The stop loss remains valid at the high. First take profit is external range liquidity. Second take profit is external range liquidity at the minimum. External range liquidity is our first take profit. If you had placed a stop loss on your real balance in a situation like this, the market would have definitely triggered your stop loss order. Therefore, my advice to you is close the trades manually. Close them by hand. Okay. First, take profit. We move the stop loss into profit. Okay, let's say it didn't work out. Good. Just break even. Break even. Good. 1 to 10 risk reward. 1 to 10 risk reward. This is also a good result. Just after this Asian session, enter the trade. Once you've thoroughly studied and mastered these systems, you will definitely become profitable. The likelihood of you becoming a successful and profitable trader is going to be extremely, extremely high. And of course, learn risk management. Of course, I will teach this myself later. For the time being, you are going to need to learn these things. This is also very, very easy. You just need to get yourself moving and get started. Okay. The ICT kill zone topic is also finished. And the next topic is the CRT candle sweep model. Here, high probability meaning high win rate. High win rate, high risk reward. You will learn these. I can even say this is my personal strategy. Meaning, if I call it CRT, it will be easier for you to understand. I have my own secrets in this market. I will teach them to you. Then, risk management and psychology. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next lessons.